Welcome back to our co-main event of the first ever AFC here in Xi'an, China. It is Australia's Kaan Ofli from AFC Gym. He takes on Japanese fighter Munehiro Fujita. Let's go to John Dimicoli, centre of the cage, for this co-main event of AFC China.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your semi-main event of the evening. Fighting out of the red corner, Munehiro
Munehiro Fujita. Walking out a little bit of Gangnam style. Let's get the crowd going, Matty.
Yeah, very, very big raps on him. He's a cool character. And have a look at him. Very excited to be here for fighting in his first fight ever in the AFC.
Never seen a guy dance his way to the cage at AFC, but this is a night of historic moments, so it's very new to me.
We saw James the Huna, the Aussie, do it in the UFC once, and he's been very well famous there. So here he is, our Japanese fighter, Munehiro Fujita.
Munehiro Fujita, very well-rounded, good wrestling base, solid striking. He'll be more comfortable on the ground in this one, but again, knowing the dominance of Kaan Ofli when it comes to that wrestling, ground control, ground and pound, I'm not really sure how Munehiro will approach this one. Don't be surprised if there's a little bit of a feeling out process, tests out Kaan's strength, understands the body position, the posture that Kaan likes to employ, and then bases his game plan around that.
He's definitely not carrying the muscle mass that Kaan Ofli from Australia carries, so it's going to be interesting to see how he goes when they are grappling.
He doesn't have the muscle mass, but his frame is actually very large. When they weighed in yesterday, Kaan's ripped to shreds, man. The kid's carved out of concrete. But Munehiro actually has a really broad frame, a lot of strength in that frame as well. So from a grappling perspective, from a clinch perspective, probably relatively even in this one, although on face value, it looks like Kaan will be the much stronger athlete.
Great to have our Japanese fighter wearing the black and pink trunks. Has some silence to himself.
The mental preparation is a massive part for any fighter. He'll be calming his nerves right now. He'll be absorbing it into, this stacked Chinese crowd. A lot of noise here, a lot of excitement. Just to get those nerves in check and prepare himself for the start of round one.
Here he is, very, very excited, the crowd here in Xi'an, China.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, Genghis Kaan Ofli.
Here he is, Genghis Kaan Ofli, Kelly C's prodigy from AFC Gym in Melbourne, and coming off a devastating loss last time. I'm told he is in career best physical shape. He's been sharp, he's determined, and you know what, his mental frame of mind is known as the best it's ever been so far.
Yeah, spoke to Kaan earlier today. Best weight cut of his career so far. Incredible shape. I mean, the thing that this guy's weighed in 66 kilos yesterday is baffling for most. It's a great weight cut, which has sometimes been a problem for Kaan. Worked on some things after the Isaac Hardman fight. Learn a lot from that fight. Learn about range. Learn about distance. Learn about being able to modify style when you're not succeeding in the striking department. Kaan, purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The ground game for me is where he's most dominant. I know he's liked to trade hands in the past and he has very good hands, but for me, when he gets hold of his opponent, gets him to the ground, he's like a heavyweight to try and buck off. So don't be surprised here if Kaan does shoot for that takedown and employs some of that devastating ground and pound.
Josh, I love this kid's attitude. I love his focus. He's just a fighter. He's destined to possibly make the UFC one day, and he's a proud AFC fighter.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the AFC MMA semi-main event of the evening. 3x5 rounds in the lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He's a wrestler and a mixed martial artist, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, an official weight of 66.6 kilograms, a fight record, 8 wins, 6 losses, fighting out of AACC in Tokyo, Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, Munehiro Fujita.
Good ovation there.
And across the cage, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. This man's a mixed martial artist, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, an official weight of 66.80 kilograms. 3 wins, 2 losses with 1 draw. fighting out of Team XFC, Australian top team out of Melbourne, Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, Genghis Kaan Ofli.
What a fight it's going to be. Big fight for Kaan. What's this do a good win for Genghis Kaan, Josh? Because he's obviously had the Trepka draw. Some criticised that Trepka may have won that fight. I thought it was very even. He's had the loss to Isaac Hardman. He was on a great winning streak. It's a huge fight for him to come out in China and get a win. He's an impressive individual, as I was saying. I love the way how focused he is, so it's a big fight.
Yeah, look, Kaan spoke to me earlier today. It was very simple. I said to him, what do you want 2017? He said, I want the featherweight title.
Yeah.
That's it. He wants the featherweight title. Alex Volkanovski, currently part of the UFC roster. We have a vacant featherweight championship. It's his for the taking.
Yeah, fighters touch gloves.
Here, what we're going to do here is, again, Munehiro, good striking, good ground game. Kaan, more dominant on the ground. Could be a little bit of a chess match early on in this one.
He was closing in speed, but it was hit by a Kaan Ofli uppercut.
Hands nice and high. Oh, good leg kick. Kaan's got such massive legs that one of those feels like a tree trunk hitting in the thighs.
Been trained by the great master Kelly Seif.
Now, they're always well prepared. XFC, Australian top team, no matter where they're fighting, who they're fighting, what weight they're fighting, they're always in fantastic. Oh, right hand by Kaan. So Kaan choosing early on to stand and trade. Interesting. I thought he'd probably shoot early, look for the takedown. Again, that's why I'm not a coach.
Beautiful hands by Kaan Ofli.
Oh, shot. Way too far, though, for Munehiro Fujita. Shot from a mile out. And look at Kaan, straight into back control. Wait for the punches now. Hook in. Left hook in.
Great dominant position.
Here it comes. Big left hand by Kaan Ofli.
Kaan was putting all his weight, isn't he, Josh?
And that you underestimate that too, Matt. Like, Kaan's probably well over 70 kilos right now after rehydrating from the weight cut. And Mike, as he likes to be called, is wearing all that weight right now. That's exhausting as well.
And Fujita's
Knees.
got to get out of this.
Knees for Kaan now. Knee into the solar plexus. Kaan's got wrist control, so right now, very, very hard for Mike to do anything from here. If he tries to explode out, he's going to allow Kaan to improve his position, maybe flatten him out, land some of those punches. So this is really uncomfortable, and as I called for, the big knees by Kaan.
Yeah, 4 or 5 now in a row, unanswered knees for Kaan Ofli.
Kaan's got back position, maybe suplex, might drag him to the ground. Knees again by Kaan Ofli, and they hurt. When people look like that and go, oh, he's throwing a couple of knees. Eat a couple of those directly into that really thick thigh muscle, corking straight away. Again by Kaan, big knee, staying active.
Physical shape of Kaan Ofli is career best here tonight in China. He looks strong, he looks fit.
He's got Munehiro Fujita exactly where he wants him right now. Locked in Kaan's like vice-like python grip. And just landing knees, just wearing those legs out. Again, bang. And you see now, Mike lifting up his leg to absorb the pressure of that knee, suggests automatically to Kaan that he's hurting.
And a good knee there.
Raised knee. 2 raised knees by Kaan.
Great flexibility by Kaan Ofli. What a start for XFC tonight in Kaan.
Well, Kaan's coming off a draw and a loss, so he wanted to get some good position, get confident and comfortable early on. That's exactly what he's done. And draws the fight down to the ground. So this is where Kaan will be more dominant in this fight for my liking.
What a start for Kaan Ofli.
Big knees again. I reckon that's what, 10, 12, 15 knees, Matt.
That left leg for Fujita is going to really start swelling up in that
first
break.
You can see the sort of red pigmentation on his leg already. Oh, and the body knees. Here we go. Now they hurt. Again, big knee into the solar plexus. Perfect by Kaan Ofli so far.
Fujita's just got to try to explode out of this, doesn't he?
He probably can. Kaan's not putting a lot of pressure on the back of Mike right now, so if Fujita just explodes out, probably gets to his feet from here, but he's eating some huge knees.
As you said, for us guys at the commentary position, what a co-main event at AFC China it is.
Mike's just got to be careful here that he doesn't give up his back, but he's hurt him. Kaan's hurt him. Kaan's really hurt Fujita here, and the big punches now as well. Choke by Kaan Ofli. like a reverse bulldog choke he's got locked in currently. Not quite the rear naked. He's able to trap his hand in the crucifix there. Trap the arm in the crucifix and then get the choke locked in.
Great start by Kaan Ofli.
Well done by Fujita as well. That was quite a dangerous position. Gets back to his feet, but straight back on his backside.
Great takedown by Kaan Ofli.
Relentless, like bulldog approach. Genghis Khan bulldog Ofli right now.
And we just also saw AFC light heavyweight champion Jamie Abdallah in the corner there of Kaan Ofli.
Very few people in Australian martial arts right now that you'd rather have in your corner than King or whatever he's calling himself right now, Jamie Abdallah.
Cannot wait to see Jamie in the cage later tonight.
That's facing off here, or are we getting a surprise fight?
Yeah, we're going to know facing off.
Big hands by Kaan Ofli, back to the action. Huge left hands again. Almost 5 full minutes of dominant ground control for Genghis Kaan Ofli. Fantastic result.
Yeah, and Fujita's going to go in his corner, Josh, and he's going to be fairly rattled, very deflated.
He looks good. I mean, he's lost that round. That's why they've got 3 rounds in this fight. So you lose one, win the next 2, win the fight still. But for Kaan, really exerted his dominance. As I expected, as we spoke about before the fight, Kaan was always going to have the advantage on the ground. And Mike is now going to have to consider what he does moving forward. Maybe stand for a bit longer, use those hands, use that range. But if he goes back into the same position, Kaan will be quite comfortable to do that for the next 10 minutes and win this fight comfortably.
And he looks exhausted, our Japanese fighter. He copped a barrage of knees. He had Kaan's full weight for probably 4 out of that 5 minutes of that second round.
Yeah, the knees are what's concerning. The ones to the thigh, yep, they hurt. But he ate 4 or 5 really full impact knees to the rib cage. That can pop a rib easily, and it can puncture a lung if it gets him in the right spot. So for Mike, he's got to modify his game plan right now. If that's what he was hoping to do, cross that out, try something different.
Second round. The Greek lands just wiping a lot of sweat. And he's been a busy boy, a busy referee tonight, Greek lands.
Yeah, packed AFC crowd here tonight. Really enjoying the fight so far. Co-main event, 1 round down. 10-9, maybe 10-8 if you really want to be skeptical for Kaan Ofli in that one. However, still 2 rounds to go. Let's see how Fujita responds.
It wasn't pretty, but it was dominant for Kaan Ofli. Great start. The start he wanted to just get that confidence back. Again, as you said, after that loss against Isaac Hardman last year. And round number 2, just about to start. AFC China. Fighters touch gloves. Ofli, good leg kick early.
And reasserting his dominance. There we go. Mike throws a big left hand though, so you can see his intent right now is going to be to keep distance and trade some punches here. Good high kick from Kaan Ofli as well.
Kaan staying busy on the feet. And Kaan's a very confident fighter on the feet.
Oh, his hands are fantastic. I'm not undermining or diminishing how great Kaan's striking is. I just feel as though his ground and pound, his takedowns, his ground smothering technique is far more beneficial than his striking.
And Fujita foot through that big right, Kaan got out of the way. Beautiful power there.
That's the leg that Kaan's need for the last 4.5 minutes, so that's definitely hurting Fujita. Receipt, straight back, very good. And again, so 2 kicks to Kaan Ofli. Will he check the next one? No, he throws one back. We've got a leg kick fiesta right now. Body shot. Still my favourite punch. Still the most underestimated. Oh, uppercuts. Body shots by Kaan. Shoots. Working the single leg now as well. And he'll get this. He doesn't miss a single leg very often, Kaan Ofli. Oh, big punches as well.
Great punches by Ofli.
So Kaan's got an underhook in and gets a take. That's just pure strength. He's just wrenched him to the ground. Oh, he's got the choke as well from the side. So could work the arm triangle from here, or the head and arm choke, depending on what you like to call it. But dominant position again, and the hammer fist. Well, that's back of the head. At least 2 in the back of the head. Gotta be careful with those ones. But now the ground and pound to the eardrum.
And they won't tickle Fujita, that's for sure.
He's back in that sort of Groundhog Day moment right now, though, for Munehiro. Back on the ground, but gets up, explodes really good. Use the fence to his advantage, but again, Kaan just it's like his man fighting child just rips him back down to the ground.
Yeah, dragging him down there.
And the knees. This is Groundhog Day right now for Fujita.
Great strength by Kaan Ofli. And Fujita looks exhausted. And Kaan Ofli, he's been relentless tonight.
Oh, he has, and he's all that weight again.
Great lefts.
Oh, left hands. Fujita's got to be really careful here. He can't eat too many more clean shots like that. Also conscious of that. The knee, again, into that thigh muscle. Again by Kaan Ofli.
It's the same leg that Fujita was taking punishment, Josh, in the first round.
He's got the choke. He's got the bulldog choke. Yeah, the bulldog choke by
He
Kaan
loves
Ofli.
that.
He's won this before. Over. He's tapped out. He's tapped
Yes.
out. Kaan Ofli, bulldog choke. Second bulldog choke.
What a celebration.
in his career.
Have a look at Ofli.
Wow.
He is happy. He'll be enjoying China tonight. Great sportsmanship.
Kaan Ofli's just looked over the competition with 2 fingers up saying, second bulldog choke, boys. And that is exactly right. Kaan Ofli, second round submission victory. There's some highlights here. From the very get-go, Kaan Ofli all over Munehiro Fujita. Ground control, knees, ground punch, ground and pound, knees to the solar plexus. Came out in round 2, exact same approach. Got the takedown, some big knees, some ground and pound. Locked that bulldog choke in. I tell you what, that's almost going to become the Kaan Ofli choke in Australia moving forward. Really, really impressive victory. We'll go to centre cage, John Dimacoli.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes and 36 seconds into the second round. Your referee, Greg Clanion's put a stop to this contest, declaring you winner via tap out, via rear naked choke, blue corner, Genghis Kaan Ofli.